Hi, I'm Michel of Autarkh, and you're watching Tapsody TV.
Michel, can you tell us a little bit about Autarkh?
Autarkh is an extreme metal band that was formed in the summer of 2019. It actually was risen from the ashes of my previous band, Autarkh, which is also a Tilburg-based band, Tilburg in the south of the Netherlands. And that band ceased to exist, and I had a bunch of songs laying around that were supposed to be on the third Dodecahedron album. But since that band quit, I was like, okay, let's see if I can do something else with that material, because I thought it would be a shame to let it go to waste. And then I remembered an idea that I had a couple of years earlier about trying to combine extreme metal, but not with drums, but with electronic beats, as you can hear with artists like Aphex Twin or Autarkh. So that's when I came up with that idea, and I was searching a while for musicians and producers who could help me develop that idea. So that was over the course of 2019 and 2020, and we started to revise these songs to this new concept, and then we recorded the debut album Form in Motion, that came out March this year.
What influences have shaped your sound?
When it comes to the beats and the electronic sounds, would be Aphex Twin, Autarkh, also Amon Tobin, big influence. That's more from the electronic side, and then from the metal side, a band that is highly influential to all of us is Meshuggah, but also a bit more things from the death metal or the black metal area, like Gorguts, Deathspell Omega, or even more from a hardcore area, the French band Kickback, for instance. So it's like, well, multiple angles or multiple kinds of sounds that we would try to combine with this new band, so to say.
Can you tell us what the extreme metal music scene in the Netherlands is like?
I'm not a scene expert, I must say, but I do know that the town that we are from, Tilburg, is a fertile ground for more underground music, especially guitar-related underground music, and I think that has to do with a bunch of kind of influential bands around, late 80s, early 90s, bands like Acrosticon. It was like a fertile ground, and then, we have festivals like Roadburn Festival, and we had the biggest indoor death metal festival of Europe, Neurotic Death Fest, and there was a Incubate festival for a while, which was like all kinds of different styles, but like all kind of DIY underground music. I don't know why that works so well in Tilburg, but you can see that a lot of bands, a lot of things are happening here also. When it comes to just underground artists doing their thing.
Can you tell us what inspired your first full-length album, Form in Motion?
What inspired us to do to our first album, Form in Motion? Yeah, I think, well, of course, from a practical or musical perspective, that would be, like I said earlier, my former band ceased to exist, and I had this material laying around. I wanted to do something with that, and I remembered that idea of combining it with electronic beats. So that inspired us on a musical way to explore, how we should combine those sounds and what type of sounds do work and what type of sounds don't work in combination with a wall of distortions guitars. And then maybe more on a lyrical part of the story. I think it would be more of like a journey or a transformation from a dark place to a more enlightened place. I think the story on the album is about a struggle. You can start to realize you're stuck in a certain situation, and at first it seems you cannot get out, and then suddenly there's like a realization that the transformation needs to come from within, and it's a bit, it's described a bit of an abstract way, but I think in general it's about a growth and transformation, and I think many people could relate to certain things, related to that, and yeah, also in my personal experience, there was something I could talk about and could, put into the music regarding this transformation. So yeah, I think that also, and I think it was important for me and for us to put that out and do something with that.